side with an HE and a flash, and then armor for the rest. They're going to be rushing straight in. I like this high pace. Let's see if they get these Glocks working. Up on the hut, it's the dualies of SENZU, and he's so good, spinning around. A ridiculous ace, 30 bullets, and he gets all the kills that he needed.
Well, even trade back, but ggALZUU has found a way into main, and that's going to cause a few problems here. Simple, though, goes in and picks up a kill alongside Magisk.
Super frustrating for SINQU because they really want to get this going, but that lobby crunch is still in effect. ggALZUU comes back. He said he was with the other player to watch on this team, and he's proving it right now. He's very low on health here. The bomb has been recovered again, and actually BC.GAME find themselves down below. It's Simple and Electronic up against Mick1 and ggALZUU. Health advantage definitely there for the CT side, but let's see if they get the bomb planted at a minimum here. Going to throw a bit of Molotov onto the high ground. Bomb being planted. Electronic thinking about getting up, but might require Simple's help. And honestly, this kill for Simple should be fairly easy. Assuming he can see the gun barrel, and he absolutely can, yeah. Unfortunately for ggALZUU, not able to hide in that corner. Now it's all on the 15-year-old. Up against two legends on the other side. Trying to get the spray down on one. Does jiggle it out, and he does drop a little bit low on health. Can he guess the angle here? The bomb is planted right there for him, but they're on the other side of the defuse kit as well, and Simple.
За кейсер гэх энэ хүүд сайт дээр бас скинээ сайжруулнаа. За ямар ч гэсэн надад бол 3 скин байна. За энэ акаг stat track болгож болно л гэж. За яндаа 78%. За энэ 3-ыг гурууланг нь хийлүүлж байгаад inheritance шүү дээ. Inheritance. За энэ скин бол шок. 78%-ийн upgrade. За каухчихар байна уу нөө. Йоо, заашгүй дааш. Заамшаас манайх энэ хөө кейсер гих скинээ сайжруулдаг сайтыг ороо сонирхоод үзээрэй. Тэгээ бас миний Crocs гих нэрийг ашиглаад 5% бонус авч болохоор байгаа шүү.
Like top players is very different from some of the younger kids that are playing right now. It's just, it is interesting to see that. ggALZUU goes down. They are trying to make their way through, but some great grenades in return here, and it make it look fairly easy. SENZU, he's been fired up all tournament long. You can see that he's super sharp, like he's ready to prove that this is going to be a serious team. Glock on Heke. It's good to have him back, by the way. I'm glad that he's not, on the sideline.
Bomb over onto A, it looks like.
I think it's... Are they really doing that? Yeah, they're going up. Magisk is here. That's a mistake. The bomb was dropped at the back of the site for such a long time. I feel like they should have just given up on fighting and instead just go for the bomb plant. Finally, they get rid of Simple. But now Magisk got another EWP. SENZU with the late look comes in and shuts down ggALZUU. He was low the whole way through. SINQU, confusing around here, but now it's on Mick1. Again, to reiterate, just barely turned 15, and now he's in a clutch again. Magisk and SENZU on the other side, and Magisk will find him in the control room there. Simple's out there. Now the rest of them, they need to make a move. They want to go right now, but they've been slowed down already. It's Magisk come to high ground, take down Mbemba, and now they're pushing into Emsenio, who loves this corner, and especially with the crossfire, he is so hard to break open. Mick1 in a 1 versus 2, he gets stinked almost immediately, so even if he gets the kill there, the fact that the shot landed from Emsenio just makes it so much harder to clutch it, and Simple, not going to be, instead we'll take him down. 3 versus 4, the bomb is being planted in a default corner. Electronic will get 1 before they even really plant the bomb, so that's a good start to the retake. Heke is here with the deagle, and he's heard them running past, so he's going to be able to call that out to his teammates, and there's definitely a couple of people on that side. The real question is, can he flank them? He can't really pick up the takedown. Oh, Magisk is there to shoot him in the back of the head. Steps away from getting this one. Mick1 in the corner with the deagle. It's a good headshot. You're going to need 2 more of those, and you've got a player right on top of you, so it will not be easy. He does actually land the body shot, but I don't expect that either, to be honest. And now he's sort of juggling this on the ramp. You can peek both sides here. It's Magisk to help him out.
Waltzing their way over into lobby. There's not much time left here. They have to start pushing in.
Yeah, relocating into this. Simple. Bit of a weird shot, if I'm being honest, but he will quickly make up for it. And Heke's the one to go down. ggALZUU, I don't think Emsenio was expecting for someone to be there. And Mick1's actually done down. This is kind of a sick turnaround. It's a massively risky operation because he's got the bomb, and there is still a player on this site. It's Maze looking to foil their dreams here, but Mick1, what a crouch through. He's absolutely devastated the multi-major championship winner in Magisk, who was holding that angle for that exact peak, and still they get the bomb plant. What a turnaround for this one. ggALZUU, he's ready for more. Takes down Electronic. What a delight this is. Simple gets the one, but now now Doivo out in the open. Got to conserve the bullets a little bit. The Eagle trying to get him, and now back with the AWP while he's reloading. He didn't even have the bullets in for it. And Bomb is ticking away at the meantime. Oh, that's simple. He's done him dirty on this one. Diagonal line through the yard, so got to be super careful here. And now Magus is kind of bored of waiting. He wants to see if he can find some lobby information. Might not be far away from getting a kill against Heke. Yeah, spins around, but not in time. Magus taking him down, and here's Mick1 making the jump down in towards Mini, looking for the opening inside of the bomb site. He does spot the outline of Magus. A very good kill. 30 seconds.
Oh, Flash is good, though. Forces Magisk away his aim. And not for the first time, Mick1 is trying desperately with Dovu to pull off a 4v2 clutch. Simple, though, will not oblige. He doesn't want to play any part in this Cinderella story. And damage through the wall as well. 13 seconds. Dovu has to push on to A. Needs this entry. Won't be afforded it. Simple shot.
Spots them jumping past, so he's going to be able to call it out. He comes back in, ready to take the fight, but there's the power of that P250. Simple will take him down. It's Electronic to follow it up with a stolen dualies now. Mick1 with a single kill. You're going to have to deliver a lot more of that for even a chance in the round here. And Electronic is toying with them on this side, just making it impossible for Heke to really rotate down for fear of getting shot at the back. Mick1, he gets another one, but it's unfortunately not enough here to smoke with him. So a bit unfortunate. A boost up. Emily there to try and play spoilers, and so is Heke. They're really trying to distract from the fact that Mick1's up here with the MP9, but it's not the best weapon for the job. They're all out there. You really can't spray down 3 people like that, and it's going to be real quick. 13-2 on
in store. You mentioned the sunroom. That seems to be where they're headed across. They're throwing a ton of Molotovs, flashes, and smokes. Nick1 is completely blinded. Loses a ton of health, but more importantly, has to just vacate the area. And in doing so, puts more pressure on his teammates. Still lands 2 shots, make it 3. The youngster is trying his best to save this round single-handedly. But SENZU finally sends him out of the round and gives himself a 2v1 against Imba Ember.
Yeah, but the high ground here, spots the top of his head, but not able to get the immediate headshot. Imsinio creeping down below. You got to be careful here. And he's been gooshed up, unfortunately. That is very hard now to deal with. SENZU able to
join alongside Imba Ember on the Checkers side, and no one checks Checkers at all. Now they get away with it, but it's a second headshot. Very low health bars on the majority of BCG.
Yeah, that could have cost them so much more. Maybe should have cost them more. 3 versus 4. And you're going to know that some of those players are very, very low. So tempting to go for this. Maybe otherwise it would be a safe. SENZU, though, not the most health, but certainly able to get that spray down, and he recommits to another angle. Oh, they just line up for him one by one. Kind of blocked half his vision. So a bit of an awkward fight in many ways. Bemba goes down. Simple, trying to get up highway. Oh, they're collapsing on this bomb site. Doivo, it's 1 kill, but he was always going to get shot at the back one way or another here. Mick1. Try to get a bit closer. Might be wise to wait for Heke to get there because he's on a bit of a flank, but he does bait out the shot to begin with, so that's not bad. SENZU pulls the trigger on that AWP. He's got it in the back because he's low on health, and Mick1 just not ready for this one. Simple already covering him with like their discipline and just the individual skill level here. See, BC.GAME can pick up another round. They're certainly on the bomb site with the bomb plant as well, so Incendiary, HE on top could be devastating. It's a little bit of damage on the Magus, but mostly he does get away from that grenade combination, and they'll lose Emily early on. So Hekin in Bremba coming through with a 2 versus 3, or 2 versus 4, in fact, and now it's down to just a single player, and SENZU is already walking up behind him, so will be a gentleman. He's flashed through. SENZU interrupting them while they're trying to actually plan that assault on the bomb site itself. And honestly, for SINQU, they need to walk away from this. There's already so many people here, and you can feel that BC.GAME are hungry to take this all away from them. Dualies finding headshots. Heke alone. What an aggressive move from BC.GAME. And SENZU, I think all he had to do was uncrouch, and he had a better position for it there. Imsinio dancing around with the M4 behind the forklift. A lot of damage onto the remaining players here for SINQU. They're going to be super careful now. Bit of a flashbang, but Imsinio just crouches down to avoid it. Molotov is a second late. They are doing some damage in return. The round is not necessarily over yet, but they're standing on top of each other, annoying in spite of the team kill. May is saying, get...
Mick1 has had a really good game. He is low HP early doors and has been finished off trying to push up highway. Emily gets aggressive in the meanwhile, though. Simple in an off angle, but is finally bested courtesy of Doivo himself. But when you play alone like that, you're giving yourself no room for error. Best case is going to be a 1-for-1, and the way things are going, that just won't be good enough. I honestly don't like that play at all. I get what someone is going to notice this kind of performance, and it could very well get him on the short list of players for future rosters. Miquel, in the meanwhile, though, goes in once again as they look to try and get aggressive, but evenly punished by SINQU. Underarm Molotov, going to make sure that Magisk can hold his angle and hold his position. And now SINQU trying to tread in, can sense there's blood in the water, and finally will pivot in for the final.
This one, there's no pulling back now. Emily gets the first one, but SENZU sprays a couple down before they finally take him out. Simple on the high ground now. He wants to close this out, and he's getting a step closer with that one. Good respect for BC.GAME. You don't want to play OT here. You want to close it out right now. Flash around the corner. Remember, it's a good shot, but Electronic is there to take him down. The clutch was always going to be difficult, and it won't happen this time. Instead, it's BC.GAME making their way to the grand final here in Elisa.